Okay, good. No unlucky. Cool. Alright. See, I don't know if I should start monologuing before the end screen or like after. It's kind of hard. I don't know. It's like a weird middle ground. I'll just wait until the level ends to start my monologue. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do in cases where there's like 15-second end screens like this. But yeah, can't say this was too good. Let's see, 1457 attempts. Let's see, there are... how do I start this up? This level has, like, some potential, but there's some very clear potential, actually. I would say that, like, mostly everything in the second half of the level is pretty fun. And the base gameplay for the whole thing is good overall, but there just wasn't a good playtesting job done. And I don't know if I'm particularly tilted because I was offered by Vortrox posted on Twitter saying that he was looking for playtesters, and I said, hey, I'd be willing to do it because I have a pretty extensive experience with playtesting. And he said to contact him on Discord, and he proceeded to ghost me, I believe 4 times. 4 times I reached out, just making sure that my message was seen, and I was ghosted 4 times. So I'm not really afraid to go hard on this level, considering, by all means, all the issues should have been fixed, and all the issues I had with the level would be fixed if the host wasn't negligent and dismissive of people's offers to help, because the current playtesters didn't do a good job. They did not do a good job. If I'm gonna run through like all the flaws I have with this level, the first part is, well, I think it's just structured poorly. I don't know who did that, but that leads to like, I think like the first, like green number like 3% is like really stupid because there are certain alignments where you just can't pass it. And there's like one other click in that first part that's like really obnoxious. I think it's at like 7 or something. I don't know. Whatever. The blue pads in the wave after that are just like completely unnecessary, and there at least should be a gravity portal at the end in case you do the hold too early. But whatever. Zeptrus's part, there's like one stupidly hard click at like it's like the dual ball where you have to go in between the spikes into the cube portal. That click's terrible. It's way too hard. It should have been nerfed. And as for, I think that's mostly it as far as the pre-drop is concerned. Like, the pre-drop's, like, not that fun. It's kind of hard, but, like, those are the things that, like, really stick out as, like, how did this make it past playtesting? And I think the big red flag is in Jafori's part, where that whole part has an effect where, like, the blocks move horizontally back and forth, which you would think is fine, but when you realize that the hitboxes for the spikes move back and forth, it's just complete bullshit. You're dying to air half the time because the worst part is the original layout for the part is still there and it's kept in place and it's static. It doesn't move. But there's other spikes that move away from the base layout, making it so that at certain points it's harder than the actual layout was intended to be. Like, the fact that those are actual hitboxes that are moving sideways is just, it's ridiculous. How did that get past playtesting? And there are there's a straight up invisible block at like, what, 39 or something? The thing where you hit like the black orb and I think then there's a blue pad on a block that you jump off of. If you hit that late, you die to an invisible block. It's not like the effect. No, there's just a straight up invisible block there that makes that part harder than it should be, which is stupid. Like, again, how does this make it past playtesting? Like, the whole part has that horizontal effect, and nobody had enough brains to realize, oh wait, this is completely unfair. You literally die to air. You die to nothing. Like, how does that happen? I mean, beyond that, there's really not many other issues. In Schnitzel's part, the first dash orb is kind of buggy with the pads. If you click it too late, you just don't reach the pads, which is, I mean, I get it. That alignment of like the dash orb into the pads, that's not easy to get consistent. But I mean, if you just put more pads to the right that are just a bit lower to catch you if you don't hit the correct spot, like that's an easy fix. It's not hard to do. And then in Kiba's part, there are these saws, and they have like these lower opacity saws around it with that, like, it looks like they shouldn't be real objects, but they are real objects. And it just I ended up dying at like the very end of the ship one time because I was assuming that the saw's hitbox was equal to the saw that was like in white lines, and that wasn't just like a silhouette, but the silhouette saws had hitboxes, which is just stupid. How do you just, oh dude, it's baffling how poorly just built this is. And it's not even like, yeah, I can blame the playtesters, yeah, I can blame the creators, but at the end of the day, it's Vortrox's fault for being a negligent host and not actually like responding to people who offer to playtest, especially when they have a good experience with playtesting. And I get that it probably sounds really egotistical of me to say this, like, oh, I could have saved the level. But I mean, I'm not wrong. There's these, I don't know if I catch all of these flaws, but I mean, most of them I would have been able to give feedback for and get fixed. But whatever, this level is just wasted potential, and that's all it is. And if you want to play this, I guess the second half, I would say, yeah, doing runs in the second half probably would be really fun. But don't touch the first half unless you want to beat this. And I guess, like, sure, I don't know. It's probably not worth it. Whatever, I'm done with this.